All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this one by Liberal High Mind, because I seen this and he said breaking Democrat Party plans to spend $20 million to reclaim support from young men. Like what? So here's the problem with these Democrats. Now that they can't get the vote, because, you know, obviously you see what Kamala Harris did when she got Barack Obama, tried to use Barack Obama to get black men to vote for Kamala Harris. Now all of a sudden, now they spending $20 million to try to get white men all of a sudden as well to join the Democrat Party, pretty much vote for the Democrat next time around. Like, this is crazy. These people be trying to buy their way back in the office. Y'all policies suck. Donald Trump's policies was better. It don't matter how much money you spend on black men or white men, whatever the case may be, nobody is going to vote for the Democrat Party. Y'all don't care about the American people. Y'all care about illegal aliens. And don't forget, remember, they just flew to El Salvador to have margaritas with an illegal alien who beat his wife twice. And now all of a sudden, the Democrat Party plans to spend $20 million to try to get white men to come on board and vote for them. Like this is just insane. Like I said, I don't see this happening. It don't matter whatever y'all try to do with the AOC of the world, Bernie Sanders, Jasmine Crockett. All of these Democrats are just delusional. Now they want to pretty much try to spend money to try to get people to come on board. Like, this is crazy. But like I said, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. And shout out to the ones who always stay to the end and let me know in the comment section that you did watch the entire video, because it definitely helps get the video out there, and hitting that like button as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this by Liberal High Mind. Like I said, this right here is crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. I can't even believe it. They're literally doing the thing. They're doing the meme. We were just talking about this yesterday. I was going on about how Dems basically have to win back male voters, especially young male voters, if they expect to survive as a party at all going forward. And while talking about that, how they've shed young male voters, I made the point that I doubt it's going to be easy for them, considering the party's hatred of masculinity. Basically, the Democrat Party needs to just dive fully into securing the female vote and being a radical feminist party that hates men, or they need to do some serious soul searching, work on themselves, and figure out how to slowly win young men back over. The process needs to happen naturally, organically, and most importantly, genuinely, by appealing to issues and building culture that's compatible with the male world.
That's what I'm talking about. They need to, if you're going to win over like men, young men back, you do it organically, like with your policies. It's crazy to see that they spending money. $20 million, they trying to spend money to get people to vote for them. Like, that is insane. Why you won't just do it organically like President Trump did? You didn't see President Trump spending no money to say, I'm going to spend money on young men to vote for me. No, it's his policies. It's what he was saying. So it's like, come on, man.
View. And basically I was criticizing the Democrats for not engaging in that at all. No, keeping their, let's say, toxic culture intact, and then expecting that just throwing money at the issue is going to resolve the disconnect. Typical Democrat thinking, right?
That's crazy.
We're failing with young men because we absolutely hate them, and our party basically wants to turn them all into women. I have the perfect trick for this. Let's launch an army of TikTok kids boppers, like Harry Sisson and crew, to win them all back over. How stupid is that?
That's
As if
crazy.
that was going to work. Do we have a serious disconnect? Well, let me drop a bunch of money on ads where we get effeminate theater men to pretend to be alpha chads for Kamala Harris.
I'm a man. You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I mean, who thinks that that's going to work?
That's crazy.
Clearly, no one.
I remember when they put out them dumb ads like that to try to appeal to men. It was just crazy. Like put out them type of ads for like white men, and then had Barack Obama to try to talk crazy to black men and try to force black men to vote for Kamala Harris. A woman who's talking about that she washed her greens in the bathtub. I'm not eating no greens from anybody who washing them out of a bathtub. I don't care how many you got. If you put them in that bathtub, I'm not eating them at all. You can keep your greens. I don't want them.
Except for the Democrats, because as we were criticizing them for basically engaging in this vapid ad campaign nonsense, well, literally the next day, a report comes out from the New York Times suggesting that Democrats are doubling down on this strategy. They plan on dropping $20 million on a campaign called the SAM Project, which stands for Speaking with American Men. Yep.
Speaking with American Men.
Disconnected outreach to male voters. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So look at the headline here. The Democrats are launching a $20 million campaign called the SAM Project, which plans on studying men, like a literal anthropological study, on how to speak to men. And the goal is to buy ads in video games and other male spaces and to figure out what kind of words go viral. Oh, they literally think we're so dumb.
This is crazy.
Stupid. As if our worldview is
Y'all think about it. This post got 1 million views. Check this out. Breaking. Democrat Party plans to spend $20 million to reclaim support from young men. The plan creates a strategy called SAM. Speaking with American Men, a strategic plan. It would study the syntax used by young men to create viral posts online and recommend ad buys within video games. So instead of them trying to do it organically and try to win young men over organically, they pretty much just trying to buy men, pretty much. Oh, you like video games? Video games? Let me just play video games with you. Maybe that'll just get you to vote for me if I just play video games. Like, these people are delusional. What is wrong with them?
Change while watching a video game stream and having Kamala Harris show up on screen.
That's crazy.
Oh, you got me. You got us. What are they going to do? Drop the word based? Ooh, that's so Pepe-based, bro. They're trying to figure out what words go viral in the men's space so they can convince us that they don't absolutely hate our guts and want to destroy everything that masculinity stands for. What a joke. They literally think we're stupid, but unfortunately for them, it seems like they're the ones engaging in some seriously, demonstrably stupid nonsense. This is the most soulless, dystopian, disconnected thing I've ever seen. And it shows how deeply these people misunderstand the problem. The issue is that you Democrats have nothing to offer young men. Absolutely nothing. Except for this dystopian worldview that they should basically cease being men, never be assertive, no, become a docile, easily controlled flesh sack who's great at taking orders. They want to suppress you and control you and beat you down. You know, that's the issue. The fact that they hate you. They hate everything about you. If you're a masculine macho man who fends for self, takes care of family, protects his wife, protects his community, stands up for common sense and the right thing, stands up for your culture and traditions, if that's what you represent, they absolutely hate you. But they now think that they could study you and what makes you tick and get you back on their side with an ad campaign. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And that's clearly the issue here. They think you're stupid. They think men are stupid. But we aren't. They think you're dumb enough.
Y'all think about this. Imagine if President Trump would have did this. If it would have said breaking. The Republican Party plans to spend $20 million to reclaim support from young men. The media right now would be going crazy, especially CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS. Like, all of these woke networks would be going crazy. Oh, look at Donald Trump. He's trying to buy supporters. He won't do it organically. But when they do it, oh, it's okay. So y'all spending $20 million to try to find out how to get support from young men? To get support from young men is to just the policies. Look what President Trump did. Close the border. Bring prices down. All of that stuff that President Trump did, but yet they trying to buy their way back in office. I'm telling you, this is not going to work.
To fall for, the David Hogg pitch.
Young people should be able to focus on what young people should be focused on, which is how to get laid and how to go and have fun.
They think you're dumb enough to fall for a political argument. Young men just want sex. Now vote for us. Or they think you're dumb enough to vote for Kamala Harris because she picked Tim Walz to, quote, code talk to white dudes.
Exactly. A man that can't talk to nobody, the same man who couldn't even load his damn shotgun. Tim Walz couldn't load his shotgun. But yet these people wanted us to vote for Kamala Harris. Think about this. A woman that admitted she already lied and tried to use that she was black to try to get the black people to vote for her. That didn't work. Then she's like, okay, let me think of something else. Oh, guess what? Let me just see, do black people do this? Because I don't know no black person that does this. I ain't never do this. Nobody in my family ever did this. Washing greens in a bathtub. So think about it. Kamala Harris washed her greens in a bathtub. And then you got Tim Walz, who couldn't load a shotgun. You got to be kidding me.
To improve people's lives. But I also was on the ticket, quite honestly, you know, because I could code talk to white guys watching football, fixing their truck.
White guys.
That I could put them at
See,
ease.
he messed up right there. Why you just say white guys? You should have said white. You could have just said men. It ain't had to be just white men or even if you would have said, I can code talk to black men. Just say you can just code talk to men. And then even though you said white men, no, they wasn't falling for that either. They know that you is a liar. They know that you a liar. What you lied about going over to Hong Kong or something like that, like you is a liar, bro. Nobody's going to listen to you.
I was the permission structure to say, look, you can do this and vote for this. And you look across those swing states, with the exception of Minnesota, we didn't get enough of those votes.
But you could be giving them.
They genuinely think that the problem is marketing. That is how elitist they are. They don't think that their message is broken or that their worldview is simply incompatible with men of character. They think it's just a presentation issue, and so they need to just work on the PR. Huh? It's always the same thing with these Democrats, right? We're not the problem. You're the problem. Now let's spend money so we can change you, turn you into a mindless drone who just buys our crap. I mean, that's the way these people think. It's insane. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. When I'm saying it, it sounds hyperbolic and extreme, or as if I'm dumbing it down, but I'm really not. That is legitimately, unironically, the message that they are sending. We don't need to talk about economics. We don't need to talk about policies, cultural issues. No, we just need to send Harry Sisson to jump around on screen.
Exactly.
And say, yo, guys,
and ain't gonna get them nowhere.
Racist, guys. And then all the men will fall in line. It's an insult to our intelligence.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Nope.
I'm telling you it's not going to work. They're not going to come to some scientific breakthrough on how to brainwash the male voter into being theirs indefinitely. They're going to waste a bunch of money and get the same damn result. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many ads you run on World of Warcraft and League of Legends streams, the DNC is still the DNC.
Yep.
You're still the laughing stock of the political world.
Yep.
Your party is the party of angry feminism and effeminate men. I mean, literally, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is now polling 20 points ahead of Chuck Schumer in New York. That is the face of the party. AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Ilhan Omar, Kamala Harris, and then Pete Buttigieg and Tim Walz as side characters. And you expect that's going to be enticing to young men because you spent $20 million on some cyber psychological ad campaign. You people are deluding yourselves.
Exactly.
You could spend
$20
billion and you still wouldn't get the job done. A pathetic propaganda campaign of this sort will never work in a free society, especially as the culture of conversation, debate, and discussion has shifted so dramatically with Elon Musk buying X. I mean, we're headed into the era of free speech and open dialogue, and you guys are still playing these ridiculous, bought and paid for Hollywood games.
It's not going to work.
Damn times. I swear the Democrats just don't seem to be adapting well to the new environment, and it might spell the absolute demise of their party.
I agree.
Democrats need to look inwardly, and inwardly fast, because if they continue with this outlook that the problem isn't them, no, it's you, it's going to send the party into a ditch. Or maybe further in the ditch because they're already there.
Exactly.
Anyways, just wanted to rant about the fake.
Yeah, salute to Liberal High Mind. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Liberal High Mind on YouTube. Let him know that The Real Adogg sent you. Great content creator. Does his thing over there. So please go over there and show him some love. And like I said, let him know in the comment section that The Real Adogg sent you. But I definitely had to check this out because this is crazy. Now they want to buy young men now. $20 million. Instead of just coming out with policies and just talking to men and, and stuff like that, they'd rather spend money and think that's going to get them a vote. That is insane. But like I said, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.